Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be installing the RaceDeck free flow garage tiles right here in my very own garage. Let's go ahead and get this video started. All right, first things first, you got to start cleaning out your garage, cleaning it out. You can clean off the floor if you want to. I did, and just letting it dry here. So my dad owns his own flooring company, and obviously he offered to help out with this, more so to do the entire install with just me helping out with cleaning stuff out and just bringing new supplies in as far as the tiles go. But you just want to start getting them attached just so you can make your runner, because you're going to go on the one side first of the garage. So here, as you're looking at the garage, we're going on the right side, and that side goes all the way back to the end. I have like this L-shaped on my garage, so that's that from that piece. But just snapping them all together, getting that lined out, and then we'll soon do a chalk line. As always, you just want to sweep everything out, get it very clean, because you're laying these tiles on your floor, so there's no really prep work, but it's always good to start with a clean slate as far as a clean garage. Here we're running our chalk line, so we're starting from the front of the garage, running it halfway until we later run it all the way to the back. This is just making sure that we do have a straight garage from that perspective, and then clean it out again, right? Sweeping everything out. But as soon as you run that chalk line and everything does look straight and you're good to go, then we can go ahead and start connecting all the other tiles connecting to it. Here we're doing the halfway point just to make sure it's still straight. This is continuing on our chalk line from the front of the garage to the half of the garage, and then now to the back. This one, sure, we have that nice straight edge and everything all is in alignment. Once we got that done, we're gonna go ahead and push the tiles back that we have, and then it's off and running as far as connecting all the other ones. In the sky, gazing far into the night. So we're also doing the same thing for the front part of the garage. We want to make sure everything is still straight there. So continue in the chalk line, make sure we have that nice straight edge once we start connecting all the tiles. Baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through. And like I mentioned, once you get that straight long row going against the wall, now you're just taking the rubber mallet, snapping them in, and it definitely moves fast. You're going to leave all of your cuts as far as to the very end of the process, meaning on the other side of the wall, that's when we'll get into all the cutting, so that way you can reduce the waste when you're laying all these tiles down. So just like what I mentioned, you can leave all your cutting to the right side or left side, depending on which side you start with first. That way you reduce your waste here. So I'm just using a normal cutter. You can use a table saw, jigsaw. Obviously this cutter is going to have the most clean cuts along the edge, and make sure to leave just a slight gap between the wall just for expansion purposes. If you have wood stairs in your garage, go ahead and just remove those. That way you can put the tiles underneath. Continue to check your measurements, so that way you're cutting actually more than just one 12 by 12 tile. You can do two 12 by 12s or have all three, depending on your cutting source, really. But that's what we went with as far as cutting either one at a time, depending on the edge. But just continue to check to make sure everything is in sync and that it's straight. Once you get to that home stretch, meaning you just have just a few tiles left till you get to that corner and all is well. You finish all that up and then you have just completed this pretty simple project for your garage, and it looks great.
All right, well that wraps it up today. RaceDeck free flow garage tiles installed in my own garage. It was a nice little DIY project with my dad and I. With my dad owning his own flooring company, he offered to install it for me, of course, since I'm there to help and clean up and move all that stuff that I had in the way, get it out of the way, and then reorganize the garage and just little odds and ends and stuff like that. So I've had the garage floor done for a few weeks now. I truly love it. I like how it looks. So it feels great, of course, walking on it, barefooted or what. No slapping of the tiles. So this is how these tiles work, which is really nice. They're just like interlocking, very simple. Hit it with a rubber mallet and they go right in. To pull them all out, you just pop them up like that. Since they are free flow underneath, as you saw in the video, you can just put some water, when you're washing your car, if you want to do it in the garage, or when snow goes down in there, then it will flow out through all the tiles out to the very front. You'll blow it out, so when it gets dirty, I just take my blower, blow all the dirt out, stuff like that. Some guys will actually rip up all the tiles and sweep up underneath it. But if you drop something down underneath a 12 by 12 tile, you can just remove that 12 by 12 tile, wherever that may be, and get a bolt or nut or whatever. So I know some people are concerned about that. But other than that, it's a very simple install, no prep work as far as normal garage floors. And it just changes the overall look of the garage. Couldn't be more pleased, of course, with it. So guys, if you want to check out the RaceDeck flooring that I installed in the garage, head down to RaceDeck, to their website, check it out, and then let me know if you have any questions. Get you in contact with those folks over there, so that way they can answer those questions for you if I can't. All right guys, well thanks again, appreciate you stopping in. Big thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Take care.